Hey guys, welcome back. And by the way, what is happening right now?
I'm in the driver's seat.
Oh my gosh, heaven help us.
How long has it been? About a year since I've drove, probably?
Anywhere. What an awesome time to visit Southern California. Today, we're going to show you a few places where you can stay while you're visiting Joshua Tree National Park and the ANZA Borrego State Park and surrounding areas. They're going to be free and part of the freedom. So you know what that means is that it's been personally verified by Darian and I. We're going to take care of you guys, so stick around. Our winter camping series continues as we explore the 3 states out west with the warmest winter climate. However, large parts of these states still see sub-freezing temperatures. So if you're looking to take a little more control of your climate, you need to dial it in even further to what we call the winter fun zone. This area has little to no winter season and is generally safe from freezing temps. And if you like today's video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and get subscribed to this channel. We post about 2 to 3 videos a month. We're an RV travel family, so all of our videos have that as an underlying theme. We hope you decide to join us, and let's get right to it. First up, we're taking you to Joshua Tree National Park, to one of our favorite places to stay while visiting. Welcome to Joshua Tree South, one of our favorite wintering destinations. Let me show you around. Right behind me is Joshua Tree. Right here is our camp. Camped in this specific spot, but it's pretty spacious. It's actually really busy here this year. Probably twice as many people here as there was last year. It could be the cold snap that we've had. This is actually a little bit warmer than like Lake Mead and things like that near Vegas. So we came down here for that. Maybe the other people did too. It's been really, really nice and easy around here. That's part of the reason why we love it. That and the hikes. That's where we're going. Gonna find a way to approach it right around this little lip here. The view from this peak was breathtaking, and the snow-capped mountains really made the landscape pop. January and February is probably the only time of the year where you might get some alone time with Skull Rock. Skull Rock is visible from the road, but it's also a hike. So we're at Skull Rock, and look how cool everything is. I love this rock right here. Look at this sucker.
Cool.
A little tight. This is Arch Rock Trail. We're, I would assume, about halfway through. Here's the arch. We just took a picture. Those nice people down there took it for us. So lots of these huge granite rocks everywhere. It's amazing. This is the Hemingway exhibit. And Blake and I are a bit off trail. Just exploring. Dare has a hurt toe, so she is just down there.
This is not that bad. Like, this seat's not that bad.
That's what I'm saying.
So the water district, I think this is the reason why this is so accessible. There's a lot of no trespassing signs out here, but to be honest, the signs are for their little turnouts. Just stay on this main road that they let us use, which is great.
Joshua Tree South serves as an exceptional base for those seeking deeper exploration. There are reportedly over 300 abandoned mine sites throughout the park's rugged terrain, each a testament to its ambitious and complicated past. One of my most memorable park experiences is when Blake and I came upon such a place. An old miners' camp, a relic, deliberately erased from standard maps to preserve its history.
Much has changed over this site over the years by visitors that have displaced objects. We would like everyone to enjoy the site as it was left. Please be respectful and leave artifacts where you found them. 100%.
How many more secrets does this landscape still conceal? Even after 3 winters of exploration, the park continues to reveal its hidden depths, promising endless discovery. It's time to show you how to get there. The south end of Joshua Tree is accessed via Interstate 10. You'll take the Joshua Tree exit and start heading towards the park. Everything to the left and right of this road is considered Joshua Tree South. The spaces come in all sizes and they are somewhat layered. As you can see, sometimes the rigs can get 2 to 3 deep. And just a quick tip, if you are brand new to this area, I would stick to the main road. It's closest to the park, it's the best maintained road, and it gives you access to the majority of the camping. You can use these secondary roads, but the roads aren't as maintained, so just be careful.
This park is very popular. It gets a lot of visitors from October through May, is considered their busy season, but it does have a little bit of a lull in January and February where they do see a dip in attendance, and that's when we're here. It's a great time to visit the park because it isn't quite so busy. If you have a national park pass, this is where you're gonna dump your tanks and get your fresh water while you're staying here. This is a really nice, convenient dump for anyone on the south end of the park. Here's the dump station. It's actually a double-sided dump, which is great because this park does get busy, and up ahead here is the fresh water. Pretty easy. RV camping inside Joshua Tree is pretty tight. They don't have a ton of camping. If your rig is bigger than like 30 foot, your choices are really limited. That's why knowing about Joshua Tree South is so useful. If you can't get booked in at the right time, or potentially if your rig is just too big for Joshua Tree, this is a perfect area for you. You are on the south end of the park. Now, most of the popular stuff is on the north end, but to get to that, you're talking about driving through the park. It's pretty scenic anyway, and you're gonna love it. It's worth the trade-off.
Can you see me? We're learning this new gimbal. That's a wrap on Joshua Tree South. We love it out here. We spent only a week here this year. We didn't get to do everything we wanted to. Sergi got hurt. The cactus got to Turkey. We didn't even make it a half a mile in, and he's getting walked out.
Save that for next year. We're gonna go hit up this little spot that we like. When you're moving from location to location in this area, you'll often see things that make you wonder. This stuff that, I don't know, do you call this art? I mean, to each their own, I guess. I mean, you could call that art, you could call it cool. There's a lot of people added shoes to that. Southern California has lots of stuff like this that people like to express themselves in different ways. A lot of crazy stuff in the desert. ANZA Borrego Desert State Park is the largest state park in California. Most of ANZA Borrego's 600,000 acres are completely free to enter. There are points of interest scattered all over this area, and it's more like a state park with a city within its boundaries. Whether you need a full hookup spot or not, you shouldn't have a hard time finding a spot. Good morning. Today, there's a little trail down here. This dry lake is so interesting, but we're gonna drive down there in the truck. We got some coffees. It's really early. It's Saturday. We're excited. We're gonna go check out Borrego. We're gonna show you guys around. And there's a lot of art and sculpture. This place is a desert, but there is a lot of beauty in the desert, and we're gonna show you how to find it. He always loves to get up front with their
Favorite spot.
He's got a whole back seat back there, but that's where he likes to be. So we're cruising down this rock house trail, heading towards the Clark Dry Lake bed right now. And you get a nice view of the Clark Lake bed from up here. You're slightly elevated, and it's just such a unique area. It's so flat. It kind of reminds you of the salt flats, but just without the salt. Crazy cool storms and windstorms coming off the lake too. But down here, they also have the Peace House, which is kind of
Porky.
yeah. You got to check out Peace House. We'll show you what's going on there. Coyote Peak, right up there. That's where Dare and that's our most accomplished hike, is scaling that peak right up there.
Coyote Peak is 3,192 feet in elevation. And if you stay at the Peg Leg area, you're basically in its shadow. The hike was relatively easy to navigate. Once you hit this ridgeline, you follow it all the way to the summit. The hike was a little over 6 miles, and it took us over 6 hours. It totally pushed us to our limit. But the reward of reaching the summit was way more satisfying than I thought it would be. We spent some time up there enjoying our victory. We signed the registry and started our descent.
We are here at Peace House. Let's go show them what's going on in there. Peace House is fun. Here a couple times. It's just got a cool vibe in here. That's hilarious. All right, there's a lot of different little places to park over here. Just don't drive on the lake bed. You can park right alongside, and then you can just start hoofing it from here. This just goes on until that range, and then back over in that direction is where the homestead is. Have you ever been on a dry lake bed? It's just cool and different.
It's like elephant skin.
This harsh environment used to support a cattle ranch and a homestead. Although the lake bed's high winds have reduced it to barely visible ruins, you can still visit the homestead to this day. And along the way, you may find other evidence of this lake bed's past.
There could be anything resurfacing out here. There's a lot of history on this lake, so we just like looking for stuff. Sergi loves running around on this lake. It's flat and it's really easy on his paws, so it's great.
During World War II, this lake bed served as a bombing and gunnery range. It also had 2 landing strips designated for emergency landings for naval planes.
We've found old 50 cal bullet shells. We found an old Pabst Blue Ribbon and super old Coors Light can. I guess you could say it's just litter, but I don't know, the 50 cals look old.
Its current position as part of ANZA Borrego State Park is not as exciting, but we can now enjoy it on foot without fear of being shot at.
And this is the always busy Peg Leg.
Still plenty of room out here for your bigger rigs. There's a lot of people here. It's a weekend and it's been raining. This is the first nice day in a couple days. People are really taking advantage of it. There is plenty of space out here. Another wide open area down here, Southern California, and their OHV areas are very famous for this. So this is one of them. This is what we would refer to as the Peg Leg area. All right, good morning. We are packing up this morning. One thing I wanted to share with you guys is a little bit of our solar stuff that really I watch constantly while we're out here. We have not begun the solar day yet, or it's just about to start. As you can see behind me, we have sunrise coming up. So I wanted to kind of bring you through our solar day. We have 1600 watts running parallel across the open range. It does such a great job, but this was our first winter season with it. Turns out, you know, even 1600 watts, you still need an external source pretty much daily in the winter. We're just starting to come out of that. Maybe today I will need the generator. Who knows? I think the forecast is supposed to be 77 and mostly sunny. So we should have a good day. I'm predicting somewhere in between 5 to 6 kilowatt hours, but we'll see. But even in the best days, the sun is so low in the horizon at this time of year, and I have fixed panels, so I don't have the ability to tilt them, and that's on purpose. I don't want to have to deal with that a lot. It sure would come in handy in times like these, but I don't know, you can't have everything you want all the time. Our usage today should be fairly minimal because it's a weekend. We're usually out and about. We'll do like little checkups throughout the day. All right, so I'm gonna get finished putting the bikes up. Then we're gonna put our new Starlink up. Sergi, do you want the ball? Okay, real quick. Yeah, so this Starlink, this is our first move day with it. So it has no box. So I think it'll go right onto the bed with the other stuff that's sensitive for move days. Everything just goes on the bed. If you don't know where it should go, throw it on the bed. All right, we're all packed up this morning. Look at all these beautiful campers out here. Pardon my windshield. The weather is beautiful. We're saying goodbye to Peg Leg, and we are off to the next destination we're gonna show you. All right, we're turning off. We found a little spot, we think. We see a fire ring, see, that's a good sign, okay? And plus other rigs is helpful. This is a nice spot, guys, up by the bluff and overlooking the Salton Sea. We're gonna get set up over here, try and position right for the solar, and then we'll give you a check-in on the solar.
We'll have a view of the Salton Sea, and then look at the little cliff we got. It's kind of like sand mine in Nevada.
These ledges sometimes make me nervous. I mean, there's earthquakes around here all the time. Yeah, so let's go look at what we got going on outside. Here's what we're looking at. See, this is a pretty nice slope. It's not so steep. So this is a nice ledge. Not as dramatic as sand mine. These look like really interesting area, very badlandsy. And then the nice Salton. All right, I think this is a winner. I think we're gonna pull up and then back it in a little closer.
We usually approach this area coming from the Salton City. If you're set up for boondocking, you will want to know about this road, S22, or the Borrego Salton Sea Way. Take this road out of town, and it won't be long before you start seeing signs for all the camping areas. There's an enormous amount of room out here, with endless nooks to call your own.
Let's do a quick check here with the Victron. So it's going to pull up all the systems that I have currently. So right now we're at 38% of charge. So when we moved today, in that hour and 45 minutes from setup, we've lost 2% of battery. Let's take a look at the solar too. So we're getting 195 watts and we're charging at positive 2.6 amps currently. So when we're rolling down the road in our rig, our refrigerator is all electric. And in this particular move, we did leave Starlink plugged in. So it does make sense that we would lose a little bit of energy. But right now we already see the solar is picking up as the sun gets higher in the sky. So we'll check back in on this. But as of right now, at 7:50, we're at 38% state of charge. It's a beautiful day at ANZA Borrego State Park area. We're out here at the Goleta Meadows.
Goleta Meadows is located in Borrego Springs, which is actually a small village completely surrounded by ANZA Borrego State Park. It's a privately owned desert estate that features over 130 large metal art sculptures. It's unfenced and it's completely open to the public every single day of the year.
And here's the obsession, guys. Ever since we've been in the desert, Dare and the desert tortoise. But this is the closest she's ever been. This obsession is becoming real. Is it ever gonna end?
Not until I
Okay, a little solar update. I just want to kind of show you while we do our solar checks throughout the day, just to kind of give you an idea why you might be seeing some of these numbers that you're seeing. The rig is fully functional on its own out here in the wilds. Take a look at just what's going on. Us just kind of living our lives. So Dare just went ahead and heated up Alfredo from the night before. I think it's about 2 minutes on the microwave. We got the TV running. We got my laptop running energy. I'm about to heat up my lunch as well. This is all using a lot of energy. We also have brewed 2 pots of coffee already this morning.
We are energy hogs, but this is our life, you know. We're not just out here on the weekend to where it's like, oh, we can give that up. We do this every single day. And in the house, we would do a couple things of coffee. We would have the TV on. We'd have the PlayStation going sometimes. We have the work computers going. This is our normal everyday life.
We try not to suffer too much out here. Microwave's going. Oh, let's not forget, you know, the Starlink is always going. All right, guys, it's 12:30 in the afternoon. Now I want you to take a look at the sun here. We got a pretty nice haze over the sky today. Let's take a look at how the solar's been doing since the last checkup. So right now we are at 67% state of charge, and we're currently pulling in 622 watts of solar, and that is producing 44 amps of power. So we are charging our battery bank right now at 25 amps roughly, but we have probably about 40% left of our solar day. We're at 67%, so let's see where we finish.
This place is incredibly busy.
Yes, it is.
But we are coming here to use that service. Trash.
Really easy to take care of your trash around here. This is what keeps places clean. You make it convenient like this. Just makes a world of difference. But this is right here at the Ocotillo Wells, the OHV staging area. This place is massively busy right now. That dumpster is getting a lot of use.
The nearest dump station to these campsites is at the Chevron in Salton City. We asked the employee inside if there's any fresh water, and they did say that all of these stations have fresh water. However, we recommend getting your fresh water from this standalone spigot located away from the dump stations right here.
All right, guys, the solar day is pretty much over. Didn't finish as good as I wanted. You know, I didn't expect this haze. It stuck around all day and never let up. The numbers weren't quite as good, but we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. So it looks like we're ending the day right now at 79% state of charge. We're currently only pulling 135 watts of solar, about ready to end the day at about 4.4 kilowatt hours. Not like that 5 to 6 like I thought, which is why we didn't get to 100% today. So in conclusion, you know, not too bad. Pretty typical for winter out here in the desert.
The desert's been awesome, and we've seen plenty of it. It's time to move on. As we do, that's where I'm gonna leave you today. Peace.
Look at this. Holy cow. Blake, I think I found it. Blake, it's right here. Oh.
I've been here for a while now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, well, how was it?
Well, all right.
You ready to get out of here then?
Yeah.